Hi, welcome to my channel and welcome to the overall weekly reading for, oh my gosh, I'm in a time warp. It's almost like, what month is this? June 10th to the 17th. And Spirit, I have to tell you, the messages that are coming through are making me laugh. The way they're coming through, they're like being almost like a fake drill sergeant. If you could picture like Officer and Gentleman when the guy is yelling at Richard Gere's character, you know, just screaming at him like, get up. And this is all about keeping our spirits up. I mean, they're doing everything. I don't know if we've hit a slump, if we're feeling drained, if we're working really hard. I know personally I'm working really hard at work, and it just seems like, oh, you're so drained, like nothing. I don't know. I think we all need a pick-me-up. I think that I had two competing messages come through, and I'll give you both of them. The first, and I don't know what I'm going to title this. Of course, I'm going to do the tarot cards and get our energy, what our journey will feel like, what the energy we're working with from the 10th to the 17th. But I wanted to give you what I was getting from Spirit this morning because wow, I felt lifted. And then at the end, I mean, I felt like, I mean, they were mimicking, it was almost like boot camp. Like, get your straps up, pull your, pull your pants up, get up, get your spirit up. And the main message too is they want us to really all feel these possibilities and potential again in our lives. So I don't know if we feel like we're just, I actually got this message when I was exercising very early this morning. I get my messages, it's very funny, I'll share with you. I have on an exercise bike, I rest my iPad on the bars, and that's pretty much, I go into like a state, I don't know, and I get my messages every morning like that. It's how I start my day. So it's kind of, I don't sit there in meditative, just with, kneeling position. I'm on a bike and I get kind of meditative. So I guess people do whatever works for them. You can run, you can do whatever, but you connect and you get your messages. So that's what works for me. I type it out on my handlebars. Okay, so let's get to the message because I was low energy, and at the end of this, I was high energy, as you could tell from my voice and my energy. Okay, so for this message, the overall weekly reading, besides what cards I pull for the 10th to the 17th, if you haven't already watched the Magic Garden of Life message that I posted the other day, that definitely is still the energy. That was an amazing message. If you haven't checked that out, check that out. So besides that message, they're saying stay up, stay true to you with all you do, and to feel all the possibilities and potential again. So basically, remember and know this along the way now. Remember in the Magic Garden of Life, it was like you're the Queen of Pentacles, and then you're also the Seven of Pentacles, where things are growing. You don't really see the results. You've pulled a lot of weeds out. You did a clearing, and now you're waiting for the new and the good to come in. Okay, so that was the cliff notes to that. Added point is that it all can't help to grow into something better because you're now planting everything from the deepest parts of you. So all has more meaning to you, and that's what will be growing in your life. You won't be doing what you may have done in the past or put up with things as you did in the past. If they represent a weed, you will cut it away pretty quick. You're clearer on what you want growing in your garden of life. You know this will take more patience, and you should remain patient and keep working hard. And at the same time, have some much needed fun and relaxation too. Stop checking for instant results on things. Just trust, do the work, have fun, get back to work, etc. Stay balanced, stay true to you, just do you, all at a pace that works for you. This is deep, what's happening. Your life will grow in ways you don't see or notice, but it will. You will turn around and be amazed at what can be created now around you as you just keep going, minding your own business in all ways. This made me laugh. Listen to your energy levels. Take breaks when you need and keep going and doing. Doing you, all honest, true, from the deepest parts of you. All will be planted and grow to new heights and new beautifulness, if that's even a word. Smile. Remember to smile while you work. And if you're not, take a break and do something that does. That makes me laugh. That will help you get back to work. Trust, amazing things are coming, and this is just time for doing you and trusting it will all come to be. And now this is a PS that came through. Because of course I love to kick up, I worry and doubt, and I'm like all in my head sometimes. So PS, if you're the same way, it said, let all the worries and any doubts and all else you may think be pulled out of your head like the weeds they are. Think of them all as weeds, just weeds. You don't need any more. realizing they just kill your possibilities, they kill your dreams, they slowly kill your spirit, and you hardly notice it, but it does. They only drain from you what you need to stay up, stay true, and keep going. Remember that too. That's how much you don't need that now. Take care of you and your garden of life that's growing your life all around you. Release the weeds and see just amazing potential again. See the potential in everything again. Remember and think of possibilities and the possibilities of things. Remind yourself of all that every time your energy goes down. Stay up, stay true, be you in all you do now. Be there for yourself as much as you are for others too. If things are taking their time to develop, let it. Remind yourself that it's growing. It's growing. Even if you don't see or feel results, it is. Stay up, stay true, stay you with all you do, and think only of possibilities and potential. Keep going back to that. Just keep going back to that. And that was the message. So you can see why I wanted to put this on my channel, because I definitely am going to be rereading. I'll put that in the description box, and rewatching, because my energy is as well going up and down, up and down. You feel pumped, you feel optimistic, and then I don't know, something happens, something doesn't develop, and then you're back down, and I tend to be in my head. And so that's why, and at the very end, when I was setting up the camera, besides that awesome message, I felt even the image of the officer and a gentleman, screaming at us, but in a funny, nice way, like a loved one who's passed on, that's like, whipping you up, like teasing you, like get back up there, like what, like move it, move it. I don't know, I haven't seen the movie in so long, but it made me laugh, and it did lift my spirit. And they do want us to see the possibilities again, the potentiality again, and you know. Sometimes I always used to say this to my friends, like you go into situations or you approach your life like a brand new sharpened pencil, and then things happen to you over and over and over again, and then you come out like a stub, like the pencil's worn down to the eraser. You're just like a stub, and you need to be pumped back up. You need to be a fresh sharpened pencil again, and look at the possibilities and the potential again. And even if you're not getting immediate results, just know you're coming from a better place now. You cleared a lot out. You're staying true to you. Stay up. Keep your energy levels up. Take care of yourself as good as you take care of other people, and see the potential and the possibilities again. While you're working, incorporate more play, and just take good care of your energy and your spirit. And so let's pull the cards. But I definitely wanted to put that on my channel because that made me laugh. I'm in a totally different energy space than I was this morning. If they want to say they whipped me into shape, they sure did. An officer and a gentleman. That just cracked me up. That cracked me up. I don't know if you saw the movie, but he used to really yell. He used to really yell at that guy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh my God. Okay, so let's see what the journey, what the 10th to the 17th. If you catch this video, I pull cards from the tarot, and then I pull energy cards, and then I usually top it off with some advice or messages from loved ones who've passed on, which I love to do, because I feel like they've been coming through stronger lately. I don't know if you feel it too. You could almost hear their voice in your head, or things coming in your life to show that you're not alone, because we're all going through this time now. We're kind of shape-shifting our lives without even realizing how much. Okay, so 10 to the 17th. What would you like? Ooh, okay. You're balancing out. That balanced on my hand. That's going to be, I wonder what that card is. That was a little bizarre. Ooh, okay. Yes, justice. No way. I almost titled this message. Oh my God, I can't even. This is so much cards. I don't even know if I should use them all. I don't even know if I should use them all. Should I? Should I use them all? Oh my God, there's so much that came out. I almost named this Just See All the Possibilities and Potential Now. What was the card that was balancing? The Hangman, yes. And that was so weird. It was balancing on my hands, and I was like, do you want to come out? Do you not want to come out? This is Major Arcana. This is a fresh new perspective. This is, remember when I said things might not be coming to fruition yet or whatever, almost like hanging. I'm reading it in so many different ways. But it's like, as it is, if things are not, coming out of the ground, your flowers, what you want, your results and everything else, the moment you feel like you're just hanging in space and time and in a time warp or whatever, it's giving you a fresh perspective on things too. It's like everything's shifting. You're seeing everything from a higher perspective, and you're supposed to feel you're being illuminated and seeing everything that you're doing in your life in a fresher, newer, higher perspective. This is what's coming through today, and this is so in line with the spirit message. And then this came out, this is Major Arcana 2. There's justice in this. This is the viewpoint to which you're supposed to see your life right now, whether things are, being abundant all around you or not. Just keep this higher perspective and knowing that everything's working out in a just way for you. Because I almost titled this Just See Possibilities and Potential in It All. And I figured people could read just as if different ways, like just see it as just that, but they meant as justice. There's a justice coming in here in your life. This new perspective of your life and everything in it, keep this higher justifiable, everything's going to be bringing its justice to you. I can't even put it into words. Look at all these cards that came out. We have the Knight of Cups. These are new offers and everything. Security, new partnerships, agreements, juggling has been happening. You've been the King of Pentacles. I read all the court cards as aspects of you, of the person who's doing it. King of Pentacles and the Empress. We got this last week too. We're trying to give birth. I'm telling you, we're giving birth. This is Major Arcana. We're birthing new ideas, new projects. This is all about possibilities. Oh my God. New potentials, new possibilities. And it's all in the physical. We're very grounded and focused on the physical, what we want to bring in our lives. You could think of this as the garden of your life, everything that you're growing and trying to manifest in your life physically. And we're giving birth to the new here. And so because of all the things, the weeds that we pulled out, to have this growth, the in-between time of the new beautiful flowers coming in takes time. And so sometimes that kicks up all our thoughts in our head. But we have to remember this new perspective of see it all as new potential, new possibilities coming in. There's no going back. There's no keeping weeds in your garden just because you like the look of a full garden. You don't want your life filled with crap anymore. You want things justified. You want them aligned with the truth of who you are, what you want to see in your life, what you truly want. Truth, things you value, people in your lives, agreement, work, everything is being shape-shifted because we're being more honest with ourselves. And it's justice. It's just. It's so just. And just see the possibilities and the new potential that's coming in, even if it takes time. Because this is filled with love. And what's going to truly, you're following your heart now with all you do to provide this new security for yourself. With new agreements, new partnerships, caring, reciprocal, new agreements and partnerships, right? Okay. This is what we're juggling right now. We're juggling this movement. The Knight, if you think about the Knight, he's moving on you're moving forward, trying to create the security through better arrangements and agreements and partnerships. And it's a juggle to do so, trying to create this new abundance and giving birth to new ideas and this new potential and possibilities. These are a lot of Major Arcana. If we just go through the Major Arcana that showed up here, it's the Hangman, Justice, and the Empress. So whatever you're trying to give birth to, look at it this way, everything you're working on that you're trying to birth and grow in your life right now as the King of Pentacles, it's justice. You're coming from a higher perspective. I think also another way to look at it, if things are in limbo right now, it's justified because the things take time to bloom and you got to nurture it, and it's every step you take and every seed you sow and every water and every sun, and it takes time to birth. Even literally birthing a child takes 9 months. These things, it's justice, don't worry. And this Hangman, keep the higher perspective. How he's further illuminated here. He's hanging in a tree, but he's further illuminated illuminated. Remind yourself, remember how it said clear out the thoughts too, like the weeds in your mind? Clean that out as you go, because this is all growing. You're giving birth to the new now. You really are, and we all are. We're feeling that energy, and we're feeling that we're creating this new justifiable things in our life right now that we want to create. This is major arcana. I want to put it right here. This is, and everything behind here is what it takes. It's the juggling. It's following your heart. It's providing the new security to get those agreements, those connections you make, whether it's work or personal, that are going to provide you the stability and the security to effectively juggle and grow this in your life as the King of Pentacles, mining your coins, mining everything in your physical, everything in your life. Pentacles represents to me everything. We're looking at with clear eyes everything that is truly in our lives right now, and we're coming from a higher perspective, a clearer, higher perspective, and it's providing this new justice and this new balance for ourselves as well in our life as we're birthing new things, and to keep going with that. And just like my spirit message, if your energy gets low, or if you feel like you're literally just tied to a tree, at least be illuminated while you're tied to the tree. I don't know why that's coming through, but if things aren't moving as quickly as you want, if the justice is not coming in as much as you want, if your new births and new ideas and new creations, new agreements, everything that's taking, that you want to see growing in your life, if you feel like you're literally hanging from a tree, I don't know why this is coming through, at least keep your thoughts illuminated. Keep your mind fully on this justice that you're growing in your life. Like, don't let those old thoughts, doubts, fears, anything kick up. Like, you're still divinely hung here. So if things are delayed, or if you have things in your head, just keep this vision. Remain illuminated. Don't let it sap your spirit. He's not frantically swaying from this tree. He's very relaxed in this state. Whatever happens, remain relaxed. Remain illuminated, trust that, everything is working out justifiably with all that you're trying to give birth to. No matter what it might look like or feel like, it is growing. Ooh, it is giving birth. Yeah, look at this. Look, anxiety, this is what I'm talking about. Those thoughts in your mind are weeds. If you look at it as weeds that you don't need anymore, that being a hangman might be actually stressing you out a little bit. If things are not moving or giving birth as quick as you might want it to, you do have to look at them, those thoughts and doubts and things, as just weeds. You don't need them anymore. They're not helping you grow what you want in your garden of life here. So just take them out as quick as you think them, because you don't need them. You really don't need them. That's really interesting. This card came out. This is to remind yourself, like officer and a gentleman, if you're in that state, think of a loved one screaming at you lovingly, like, get out of your head, get out of your head, put your pants up, and keep going, well, like, no, 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 like screaming back at whatever thought is in your head. Literally answer it back, because it's so draining. It really does kill your possibilities, your potential. It saps your energy, even to take you away from birthing. It takes you away from being illuminated. It takes you away from creating what you want. And look, we got walking away. So when you think about literally walking away from that anxiety, or walking away from those thoughts, if you think of this gate as your thoughts that are in your mind, this is really interesting. I never looked at it that way. Picture like these are gates in your mind, or swords in your mind, right? And this is swords in your mind. See how she's opening up the gate and letting the sun in? Walk away. Open the gates. If you start feeling those things, those barriers in your head, open the gates. Answer it back. Ooh, gosh, balance, yin and yang. That's what we're being called to do, is bring balance to this. We have to walk away from these thoughts in our head. That's what's going to create the new balance. That's what's creating, I almost feel like this is, well, it's complete balance within yourself, but it's also creating the new justice in your life too, if you come from that balanced place. Let's get one more energy. We have to remain balanced. Again, this has come out 3 weeks in a row, victory. We're getting our victories here. It does take time. You have to lift your thoughts, because in the space of time when things are growing and manifesting, if you don't see the immediate changes and results, it's very easy to get back into your head and to walk away from that and provide the balance. Also, energy-wise, like I told you this morning, I shared with you this morning, I was such low energy. I could have just like crawled back under the covers that were so low. Almost, it's, but then seek something that will lift your spirits. Provide that for yourself. In the spirit message, they said be there for yourself as much as for other people. Pay attention to your energy. There's so much going on. You are such a sponge all the time. I even put a message on about flying clear, like when you get intake of energy just recently. It's like you don't even notice how much you absorb. It's not even just you in your head and what you're doing in your life, but other people. Oh my gosh. You could be so drained so easily. So if you need breaks, if you need to be uplifted, provide that for yourself. Do anything that gets you out of this cage, feeling drained, if you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling low energy, bring that balance for yourself in all ways, whether it's physically, mentally, and energy-wise, whatever. So at the end of all this, there's victory here. This is definitely coming out of all these cards. I don't know how many cards are in this deck. It must be 53 cards. This victory card has come out for our weekly readings. This is now the third time. So I feel this is a reminder from Spirit, and just like the messages I've been getting over and over and over on the side, is no matter what it looks like, there's victory at the end. Where's that justice? Whatever, yeah, this is justified victory that's coming through right now, because if everything we've cleared out, everything that we're going for is more true and aligned to us, and just keep going. It doesn't happen overnight, it doesn't go poof, but at the end of the day, stay illuminated and know deep in your heart and head, no matter how hung up things or situations may be, and glitches, or it's not fast moving or whatever, stay illuminated. See this little bow of victory picture that's like around your head, like you're wearing the crown of victory through it all. Just really keep that in mind, and it's justice, and just keep following your heart and providing that security for yourself inside and out, that this victory is yours. Just keep going. Oh wow, see, they're really working hard even outside my window. I feel like we have a lot of work. We're working really hard, but along the way we have to remind ourselves victory is coming. Victory is coming. And where's that justice? I love that justice. This is such divine justice coming in for us too. Really divine justice for us. Okay, so here, what are the messages from our loved ones who have passed on and our spirit guides as we continue to go and, yeah. Wow, we're easing the blockage, which is holding you back. Go for it. That's part of that victory that's coming. That's also walking away from those anxieties or anything causing you stress or imbalance or anything. They're easing the blockages which hold you back. So to just go for it. Go with the flow. Go where you're divinely led. Keep going. They're releasing the blockages. Let's get another message from our... Ooh. Oh, wow. Look at this. Problems that have held you back are being cleared. We're monitoring it. This is pretty amazing in this whole deck. How many cards are in here? That these two cards are both about releasing blockages. This is really, I don't know, but there are a lot of cards in this deck. I don't even want to pause to say, but this card is, we're easing the blockages, which is holding you back. Go for it. And this is saying problems that have held you back are being cleared. We're monitoring it. These are two cards in this huge deck that are literally all about easing blockages, going forward, releasing everything that's held you back. So I'm saying on the outside, things are being released, things are being let go. Things, if you look at things as weeds that need to be pulled from your garden to grow and manifest, positive abundance in your life in all forms and ways, they're releasing everything that was in your head, whether it be thoughts, doubts, fears that held you back, or outside circumstances that were holding you up from getting your just abundance or just outcomes that you've been striving for. Everything in the past, it's been a long way to get here. It really has. And they're easing the blockages and they're easing these problems. And that's for sure, because those two cards coming out, that's underscoring that there's going to be movement. There will be growth. It might just not be overnight, but to remember that officer and a gentleman, you get back up, keep going, because that victory is yours. And these blockages and things in the past, they're moving out. You're creating the new. Yeah, the Empress. You're creating these new circumstances. It takes time to birth that. I know this has been coming up a lot, but it does take time, and to just be you through it all. Oh gosh, look at this. Let us hug you. Close your eyes as we hold you close. They're close by. I don't know about you, but lately I've been getting a lot of synchronicities, a lot of signs and symbols, a lot of divine things. Last week I had a party at my house. We kept the door open to let some air in. This huge, humongous dragonfly came in, and I live in the city. Nobody sees dragonflies. And it was humongous. It was like this. So, of course, I wanted to look up what the significance of that was. But just weird, cool things. You know, the other day I was watching a video on YouTube, and somebody said something really that meant a lot to me, and at that very moment a butterfly whacked me in my head. So it's like literally I was like, it was a butterfly. It's just weird synchronicities you might be feeling too. And look, tune into the rhythm of nature. Let us connect together there. Yeah, and I just was rambling about those examples. You could be outside and weird things could happen. You could have a butterfly whack you in your head. You could have, they love to speak through the animal, natural animals. Trees, flowers, plants, tune into the sky, whatever, tune into the rhythm of nature and connect there. So, get outside and connect naturally to spirits, and they could show up for you out there. Okay, so let's pull some guardian angels and then I'll end it there. But those were the messages from heaven. And let's see, for the 10th to the 17th, this one wants to be seen. Oh my God, we got this again. Acceptance. There's nothing in your life to fix, only the disowned parts of you that yearn for love and acceptance. You're beautiful just as you are, regardless of any faults you may perceive you have. You are an eternally radiant being of light. Accept all that you are and just be you. When you truly accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. Okay, I don't know how many cards are in this one. We got this last week. This is such a huge issue right now. It's literally just be you. Just be you and do everything just being you, and truly accept everything you are. Your life and your world is magically and lovingly transforming around you. It may not just be instantly poof all around, but they keep saying it is. It's growing. It's happening. Whether you see or feel it or not, give it some time. You'll be amazed what's coming now. And remember, I'm going to end it with the actual spirit message was, literally just see all the possibilities and potential again, instead of looking at like where you pulled the weeds out of your life and the bare spots, and focusing on where is my, what I want to grow here. Just think of all the possibilities and potentials right now, and stay up, stay true, stay you. All right, have a great week. Bye bye.